Good morning, children. Welcome to the online classes of class 7th for the subject science for the session 2020-2021. Today I, Neha Khandelwal, will be teaching you science for the session 2020-2021. Children, as you all know that we are facing a critical situation, and in this critical situation it is not possible to study in classroom. So, the most effective method to study during this time is through online classes. So, let's begin with the online classes of science. Now, first of all, we will start with the first chapter of science, that is nutrition in plants. So, children, you all know that the organisms need to perform certain basic life functions for their survival, like nutrition, respiration, excretion, reproduction, and so on. Now, to carry out these different life processes, the organisms require energy. Now, you all must be knowing that from where the organisms are getting this energy. The organisms are getting this energy by the food that they are eating. By the breakdown of food, energy is released. Now, you all must be knowing that there are different components which are present in the food, like carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. These basic components, you have studied about these basic components, you must have studied in your class 6 standard also. These components are called nutrients. Now, in this chapter, we will study about the term nutrition. The term nutrition is derived from the term nutrients. Now, we will discuss about the meaning of the term nutrition. Nutrition is the process of taking food by an organism, its digestion, absorption, and utilization by the body. Again, I am repeating, nutrition is the process of taking food by an organism, its digestion, absorption, and utilization by the body. Now, children, you all know that both plants as well as animals are able to perform this function of nutrition very well. So, in this chapter, first of all, we will discuss about the nutrition in plants. And in the next chapter, we will be discussing about the nutrition in animals. So, children, let's begin with this chapter. Now, children, there are two modes of nutrition found in plants: autotrophic mode of nutrition and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So, first of all, we will be reading about the autotrophic mode of nutrition. So, to study about the autotrophic mode of nutrition, first of all, we need to know what are autotrophs. Autotrophs are basically, as the name suggests, auto means self and trophos means nutrition. So, autotrophs are the green plants which can prepare their own food by using simple substances like carbon dioxide, water, and minerals present in the surrounding with the help of the process of photosynthesis. So, autotrophs are those organisms which can prepare their own food, or we can say that autotrophs are those organisms which can do self-nutrition. Now, the mode of nutrition which is exhibited by autotrophs is called autotrophic mode of nutrition. So, children, basically all the green plants and some bacteria are autotrophs because they can prepare their own food. Now, we will talk about the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. From the name itself, we are getting heteros means other and trophos means nutrition. Thus, heterotrophic means nutrition which is obtained from others. So, first of all, we get to know what are heterotrophs. Those organisms which cannot prepare their own food by using photosynthesis, and they depend directly or indirectly on the food that is prepared by the autotrophs. So, heterotrophs are obtaining the nutrition from the others. So, the mode of nutrition which is exhibited by heterotrophs is called heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So in this category, animals and certain non-green plants comes. Okay, now we will be reading in detail about the autotrophic mode of nutrition and the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So first of all, in order to elaborate about autotrophic mode of nutrition, we will be reading about the term photosynthesis, the meaning of the term photosynthesis, and what is actually photosynthesis and what is actually happening in photosynthesis, and what are the requirements of the photosynthesis. Okay, so let's begin with the photosynthesis. So about photosynthesis, you must have studied in your previous classes also. What is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants can prepare their own food by using carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and water and mineral salts from the soil in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll to form food in the form of glucose and oxygen gas, which is released as a byproduct. Now you all know that the leaves are green in color. Why the leaves are green in color? Because they are having a green color pigment present in them, which are called chlorophyll. The green color pigment which are present in the leaves is called chlorophyll. This chlorophyll is present in the cellular bodies which are present in the cells, which are called chloroplasts. Now what is the function of chlorophyll? The chlorophyll is actually helpful in trapping sunlight or the solar energy. This solar energy is trapped with the help of chlorophyll, and the solar energy is converted into chemical energy in the form of glucose. Now, carbon dioxide is absorbed by the plants from the atmosphere directly. This carbon dioxide reacts with water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll to form food in the form of glucose, and oxygen gas is released as a byproduct. Now you all can see the reaction of photosynthesis, where 6 molecules of carbon dioxide reacts with 6 molecules of water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll to form glucose as a food and 6 molecules of oxygen. Now children, you all know that the food is prepared in the form of glucose. Glucose is actually the simplest form of carbohydrate. Now this glucose, which is prepared in the leaves of the plant, will it remain in the leaf itself? No, it will not remain in the leaf. It will be transported to each and other part of the plant body. Now it is transported with the help of certain pipe-like structures which are running throughout the plant body. These pipe-like structures are called phloem. So this glucose which is prepared in the leaves is transported in the form of sucrose, which is the complex form of carbohydrate, and the extra glucose will be stored in other parts of the plant in the form of starch, which is another complex form of carbohydrate. Okay children, if you are having any doubts, you can discuss with me later on. Now let us study about the requirements of photosynthesis. So you all know, you must be knowing now, what are the basic requirements of photosynthesis? We require water and minerals, we require carbon dioxide, we require chlorophyll, and we require sunlight. In the absence of any of these components, photosynthesis cannot take place in plants. Equally, water and minerals are essential, carbon dioxide is essential, chlorophyll is essential, and sunlight is essential. So we will be discussing about them in detail. Now, the water and minerals, from where the plants are getting water and minerals? From the soil. So plants are getting water and mineral salts from the soil, and they are absorbing these water and minerals from the soil with the help of their roots. So there is a method by which the roots will absorb the water and minerals from the soil. This method is called osmosis. Now the question arises, what is osmosis? Osmosis is the process of movement of water molecules from their higher concentration to their lower concentration. So you all know that water and mineral are present in higher concentration in the soil. So they will be moving to the roots, as roots are having water and minerals in the lower concentration. So the water and minerals will be moving from soil towards the root by the process of osmosis across a membrane. Okay, now these water and minerals will be transported to each and every part of the plant body with the help of pipe-like structures which are called xylem. Now, carbon dioxide. The second component or the second essential requirement of photosynthesis is carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide is absorbed by the green plants directly from the atmosphere. Now, the leaves of the green plants, they are on the underside, the undersurface of the leaves are having tiny pores which are called stomata. These pores are surrounded by guard cells, which are, their shape is kidney shaped or bean shaped. These guard cells control the opening and closing of stomata. Now, the carbon dioxide enters with the help of stomata directly into the leaves of the plants. Now photosynthesis will take place in the leaves, and as a result, as a byproduct, oxygen gas will be released, and this oxygen gas is again released back into the atmosphere with the help of these tiny pores itself, which are called stomata. Now the third requirement of photosynthesis is chlorophyll. About chlorophyll, I have told you earlier only that chlorophyll is the green color pigment which is present in the cellular bodies of plant cells, which are called chloroplast. This chlorophyll, because of this chlorophyll, the leaves appears to be green in color, and this chlorophyll is responsible for trapping the sunlight, and it will convert the solar energy into chemical energy. So again, chlorophyll is very essential component of photosynthesis. And the last component of photosynthesis is sunlight. Without sunlight, photosynthesis cannot take place. Okay, if you keep the plant in dark, the photosynthesis cannot occur in dark. Okay, because green plants can prepare their own food only in the presence of light, because chlorophyll becomes active only in the presence of sunlight. The chlorophyll will trap the solar energy and it will convert it into chemical energy by the process of photosynthesis, and the food is formed in the form of glucose in the presence of sunlight only. So have you all understood about, I hope all of you must have understood the requirements of photosynthesis and the basic need of photosynthesis. You must have understood about the meaning of photosynthesis and the requirements of photosynthesis. So regarding this, certain questions I'll be asking you in the form of assignment I'll be giving you, and you can solve those questions and you can submit in the group. Thank you.